Hello everyone. This is not an AI video, this is about my microphone, the lovely Røde NT-USB Mini. There's a lot of reviews of this from a few years ago. Here it is in 2025. Summary, it's great. I am loving it. Great little podcast mic. Røde make mics for musicians. My wife Rose has a Røde M3, which is just a ridiculously versatile microphone you can use for anything, voice or instruments. She uses it for recordings and singing live. I wanted to nick it for YouTubing because it's great for podcasts too, but she wanted to keep it for herself. So I went window shopping. Røde went hard into the podcast market in the COVID pandemic lockdown. Like podcasters, streamers, and fancy work Zooms. They put these ridiculously good studio quality condenser capsules into podcaster kit. $300 quality mics for $100. My esteemed reader and viewer Fire Gravity said, "I've bought you the M3. Then it was going to take 6 weeks to get here from Australia. So we quickly cancelled that and got an NT-USB Mini that was in stock locally. So be like Fire Gravity and buy me stuff. Wishlist linked in the show notes, and thank you all. The NT-USB Mini, it's tiny and it's like half a kilo of metal, and you can use it for hand-to-hand combat. So it's a podcast mic, but it's built like a musician's mic. It's built for trouble. I've seen videos where it sounds studio quality for singing instruments. You could hold it in your hand right next to your mouth, though it isn't a natural holding shape. A musician probably wants an XLR mic that's shaped for holding. I recorded one video with this mic on a stand, then the cheap swing arm I ordered arrived, and I use that now. Works real good. I can just swing it out the way. The stand it comes with looks nice in photos, but is basically not useful. At the distance, you just hear the room. Here's me talking into the microphone, and here's me at the sort of distance the stand would be. Doesn't that room sound great? The mic sounds best if it's in your face. 10 to 15 centimeters from your mouth, you want it on an arm. I use it like this. It's to one side pointed at the corner of my mouth, and then it sounds awesome, or like this. It's okay. It has an inbuilt pop filter, but I had this one lying around. It's actually the one that came with Rose's M3, so I use this. This is a musician's house full of tottering heaps of musical kit. You can use a smaller pop filter, but that's fine. I'd recommend you get a pop filter for it. Peter Piper picked a popcorn peckle, sizzle, sizzle, cess. See? If you go shopping, you'll see this mic has a twin, the
Rode X XCM50,
which is a
Super Elite Turbo Extreme gamer and streaming mic.
It's the NT-USB Mini with red bits. The Mini has a flat frequency response from 70 Hz to 10 kHz. The
X
has flat from 100 to 2 kHz, then 3 decibels up to 10 kHz. Røde says it's
optimized for gaming and streaming.
So I guess they tuned it to spectrograms of 12-year-olds shouting slurs at perfect strangers. But it should do the proximity effect to the same for that late-night FM DJ resonance. If you get the Røde X, you'll still want it mounted on an arm, not sitting on a stand on your desk. This is a USB mic. It assumes computers. 24-bit 48 kHz, that's all you need for real work. There's no outgoing gain control. It just sends a signal. Your software should be able to handle it. I've used it on my phone with my camera app in video mode. That's what I'm doing right now. A voice recorder, the Røde recorder that records the audio as FLAC, and doing a video interview on Riverside, and to my laptop using Audacity. I am pretty sure it's just a USB audio source and it just works. There's a 3.5mm headphone socket on the back for monitoring. That mixes the computer audio and the mic audio. So if you're on a video call, you'd probably use it that way. I did, and it just worked. You will want to update the firmware to the latest. We live in heck, and microphones have firmware now. There seems to be a lot of NT-USB Minis that went out with the old firmware and stayed in the warehouse a long time. Mine was one of them. So it had a slight hiss to it. It shouldn't have. But I updated the firmware, and that went away, and it's perfect. You need a Mac or Windows to run the Røde Connect app to update the firmware. It won't update off the Røde phone app, and I don't know how to do it with Linux. I had to borrow one of Rose's gaming rigs. Apparently the Røde software lets you do all manner of fancy signal processing stuff, and you can do that, but it's just a USB mic that sounds great. I love it already. So yeah, it's a great little mic. It's a $100 mic with limitations. Its form factor means it's a podcast mic that needs to go on an arm, but it sounds so good. I heartily recommend it. And basically, Rode are good at this stuff, and you buy Rode, you'll be very happy. It's even okay if you want to become a rock star from your podcast desk, though I do not. So yeah, have fun with that. I've got links in the show notes and whatever and that stuff. So thank you all.